Wisconsin is home to 50 state parks, more than 40 historic landmarks, and of course, lots of good beer and cheese. With so many unexpected adventures and places to discover, why not plan your next vacation right here in our home state? We've teamed up with Travel Wisconsin for a monthly conversation where we bring you suggestions for great places to visit throughout the state. This month, we're talking about maple syrup season, which is just about to reach its peak in Wisconsin. There are tree tapping and maple syrup eating events happening all over the state. The Riveredge Nature Center is just one place hosting events over the next few weeks. Jeff Kierzik is the Director of Education there. He, along with Travel Wisconsin's Amanda Weibel, joined WUWM's Becky Mortensen to talk about maple syrup season.
Today we're talking about maple syrup season, or maple sugarin' season, as you call it, at the Riveredge Nature Center. So, Jeff, to start, can you share what this process is like?
Absolutely. So maple sugaring season is one of the most electric months that we have here at the Nature Center. We like to joke that there are 5 seasons: spring, summer, fall, winter, and maple sugaring season. In order for us to make maple syrup or maple sugar, we need to get a lot of sap. Sap begins flowing through trees when there are above freezing temperatures during the day and below freezing temperatures at night. In Wisconsin, that typically happens in late February through March. At Riveredge, we tap about 400 maple trees by drilling a hole in the tree, tapping a spile into the hole, and just letting the sap drip out into a bucket or a bag that hangs from the tree. When we get enough sap, we use a wood-fired evaporator to boil off the water in the sap until we get to just the right density and consistency for syrup. In general, it takes about 40 gallons of sap to produce about 1 gallon of syrup.
So you all are making the maple syrup right there at the Nature Center.
Yes, we are. We have a sugar bush house, and our evaporator lives in the sugar bush house. So all of the sap that we get, which usually is thousands of gallons, heads over to the sugar bush house where we boil it down and have the ability to produce our own maple syrup.
Amanda, Wisconsin ranks 4th in the country for maple syrup production. How does maple syrup season impact the state's broader agro-tourism outlook?
Maple syrup season is one of the reasons that Wisconsin has amazing agritourism opportunities all year round. I think a lot of people think about those opportunities in summer and fall, maybe berry picking, or you've gone to a breakfast on the farm during June dairy month, or had a handmade pizza made with local ingredients on the farm in the summer. In the fall, of course, our pumpkin patches, apple orchards, cranberry marshes are popular. But what makes maple syrup season particularly unique and extra sweet is the timing. It's a springtime activity, and a lot of farmers are just getting ready to start their growing season, but maple syrup production is in full swing. So it's a great way to get hands-on, to learn about our agricultural heritage, and celebrate the many different foods that Wisconsin produces.
And Jeff, you've got tons of stuff planned over the next month while we're kind of in the peak of maple syrup season. So tell me about some of the things going on at the Riveredge Nature Center.
The month of March is pretty much all maple sugaring all the time. So we kick off our maple sugaring season with our family tapping event. That's on Saturday, February 25th. In the morning from 9:30 to 11:30, adults are welcome to join us to learn all about the maple sugaring process in our Sap to Syrup program. In the afternoon, families are welcome to come out and help us drill and tap some of our maple trees, and that happens from 1 o'clock till 2:30 in the afternoon. On March 3rd and 4th, we have our maple syrup supper, which is open to our members, and you can be invited by a member as well, which includes a maple feast of savory and sweet dishes. We also have a lantern-lit hike along our trail. On March 18th, we have our Maple Sugaring Festival. Everybody's welcome to come out and participate in some tree tapping, take part in some arts and crafts stations. There'll be live music. And if the weather is nice, we're going to have tree climbing, so you can climb some of the maple trees while people are tapping them. To wrap up the day, everyone gets a chance to try some pancakes with some of our maple syrup. And there's also a Riveredge tradition that I hope that everyone who comes out has the ability to take part in, and that is to try some pickle slices on your pancakes.
Did you say sliced pickles?
Yeah, you get a chance to try some dill pickle slices, and it actually is a pretty good combination. It doesn't sound like it would be, but it is. It's a nice little tradition that we've had going for quite a while. And then to wrap up our maple sugaring season, we have our pancake breakfast, and that is on Saturday, April 1st and Sunday, April 2nd. This is your chance to have an all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast. You'd have the ability to eat some of our pure maple syrup with some pickles. The really cool thing about the breakfast is you get a chance to eat your maple syrup out in the maple trees.
That sounds beautiful. I love pickles and I love pancakes. I'd never thought about eating them together, but worth trying, it sounds like.
It definitely feels like a weird combo, but I promise you it's worth trying it at least one time.
I'm very interested now, very intrigued. What about the rest of the maple syrup that doesn't go to one of these events where people have a chance to try? What happens to the rest of the maple syrup that you make there at Riveredge?
So all the rest of our syrup ends up being bottled and sold in our gift shop. So you are welcome to stop by our gift shop and get some of our Riveredge branded maple syrup.
There are sugar maple trees all over the state. So, Amanda, if people are interested in taking part in more events like these, what else is going on in Wisconsin for maple syrup season?
You're absolutely right, Becky. Well, the events that Jeff just mentioned at Riveredge Nature Center sound amazing. If you can't make it, there are festivals and events to celebrate maple syrup throughout the state. So Ledgeview Nature Center is another option. They are located in Chilton, which is about halfway between Milwaukee and Green Bay, and they have the Maple Syrup Sunday Festival on March 19th. It will have sugar bush tours every half hour, demonstrations on tapping a tree and boiling the sap, and of course a pancake breakfast. And if you're in northwestern Wisconsin, Glenna Farms near Amory is hosting its Maple Fest on Saturday, March 25th and Sunday, March 26th. So they lead sap to syrup tours to the farm, along with free pancakes, horse-drawn hay rides, and more. And the 10th annual Maple Fest is happening in Medford in April. This festival is put on by the local Taylor County Lions Club, and it's a celebration of everything maple. They have a judged food contest for maple-flavored dishes, a craft show that highlights products made from maple wood. They also have sugar shack tours, chainsaw sculpture demonstrations, and lots of other activities. And it's taking place on Saturday, April 29th.
The Riveredge Nature Center is only about a half hour from Milwaukee, but if people are making a full trip out of their maple syrup adventures over the next month, where are a few places they could check out to stay?
There are a couple of really fun boutique lodging options that are just minutes away from Riveredge. The Welcome Home Bed and Breakfast is a really quaint setting. It would be great for couples. It's right down the road from Riveredge on the edge of the village of Newburgh. And the B&B offers 2 spacious guest rooms. They're full of charm. The house was also constructed specifically to be wheelchair friendly, and the rooms have these subtle features to help meet the needs of people with all abilities. So I love that. But if you're traveling with a larger party size, another option to consider in the area is a Bloom Farm. This is a gorgeous property. It's surrounded by towering pine trees, located just outside of Saukville. And it's a really large modern house for rent. The house has 6 bedrooms and sleeps up to 16 people. They host some different weddings and events throughout the year, so check their schedule. But no matter what season you want to head to Riveredge to explore, it's a great place to check out.
And if people are just headed to Riveredge for the day to check out one of these events that Jeff has shared with us, where are some places they could stop nearby or maybe on their way home to grab a bite to eat?
Well, if you're heading to Riveredge from the Milwaukee Metro, you'll likely be passing near Port Washington or West Bend, and they both have some great dining options. The Norbert is a tapas bar and restaurant right in downtown West Bend, and they have this classic urban storefront look on the outside and a classy yet casual feel on the inside. And if you like mixing and matching small plates and large plates and appetizers to share with your party, it's a really, really fun place to stop. If your route takes you past Port Washington, definitely pull over at Fork and Tap. They take classic American pub food to the next level. And I didn't realize this, but we were talking about pairing your pickles with your pancakes. So they have a great sandwich for pickle lovers that features dill pickle aioli, sliced dill pickles, crispy jalapenos, and crumbled croutons, all on top of their signature pulled rotisserie chicken. So that will be fun if you have enjoyed your pickle and pancake fix earlier in the day.
Jeff, why would you recommend people make a trip to the Riveredge Nature Center during maple syrup season?
Riveredge is a wonderful place for people to come and connect with nature. Our maple sugaring programs give people the opportunity to come out and explore some spaces in a way that we don't typically use them in the rest of the year. Our maple sugaring season it is a great reason to come here, but we also have other events and programs that happen throughout the year for people of all ages. If you're interested in any of the other things that are going on, people can head over to our website, which is just riveredge.us.
Well, Jeff and Amanda, thank you so much for being here for another Wandering Wisconsin on Lake Effect.
Thank you.
Jeff Kierzek is the Director of Education at Riveredge Nature Center. Amanda Weibel is a Communications Officer for Travel Wisconsin. They both spoke with Lake Effect's Becky Mortensen for our Wandering Wisconsin series. You can find past conversations about places to visit at wuwm.com.